There's this hidden force that quietly shapes almost every single financial decision you will ever make. I mean, everything, from saving up for a car to planning your retirement. It's an idea so fundamental that once you really get it, you'll start seeing it absolutely everywhere. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that force, the time value of money. Okay, so let's just jump right in with a super simple question. I've got an offer for you. I can give you a crisp $100 bill right here, right now, or I can promise to give you that exact same $100 bill 1 year from today. Which one are you going to choose? You take the money today, right? Of course you would. It seems obvious. Our brains are kind of hardwired to prefer things now instead of later. But, the interesting part isn't what you chose. The really important question is why you chose it. Understanding the logic behind that gut feeling, well, that's the key that unlocks some seriously smart financial thinking. It's all about seeing money's hidden potential. And that brings us right to the main event, the time value of money. It's really just the simple idea that money you have right now is worth more than the exact same amount of money in the future. And why is that? Well, because of its potential to earn more money. Think of it this way. $1 today is a worker you can put on the job. $1 tomorrow is just a promise. So to really wrap our heads around this potential, let's start by looking forward in time. We're going to see how a simple chunk of money can start to multiply pretty much all on its own. Let's go back to that $100 you wisely decided to take today. Imagine you put it into an investment account that earns a nice, clean 10% interest every year. So after 1 year, you've got your original 100 plus $10 in interest. Your new total is $110. Simple enough, right? But here's where the magic really starts. Look at year 2. You don't just earn another $10. No, you earn 10% on the entire $110. So now you get $11 in interest. See what's happening? Your money is now making money for you. And in year 3, that effect just gets stronger and stronger. And this amazing self-fueling process has a name: compounding. It's the engine of growth. Every year, the interest you earn gets added to the pile, and the next year, you earn interest on that bigger pile. It creates this incredible snowball effect that just gets more and more powerful over time. This is literally the secret sauce behind every successful retirement fund. And believe it or not, we can actually map out this incredible force with one pretty simple formula. The future value, that's what you'll have later, equals the present value, what you have now, times 1 plus the interest rate, R, all raised to the power of time, T. And that little t up there, that exponent, that is where the real magic happens. That's what makes it accelerate. And check this out. This shows you just how powerful this is in the real world. Let's say you start a job with a $50,000 salary. With just a modest 4% annual raise, which is pretty normal, it doesn't just grow, it compounds. Over a 40-year career, that job could end up paying nearly $250,000 a year. That's the time value of money working on your own career. Okay, so we've seen how money can grow when we look forward, but now let's flip the whole thing on its head. Let's look at this concept in reverse. What is a future pile of money worth to us right here, right now? So compounding looks forward. It asks, what's my money going to be worth in the future? The reverse of that is called discounting, and it looks backward. It asks a different but equally important question, like, hey, if someone guarantees I'll get $1,000 in 3 years, what's the real value of that promise to me today? And this isn't just theory. This is exactly how analysts figure out what stocks and bonds are worth based on the money they expect them to make down the road. A really great way to think about this is that today's dollars and future dollars are like two different currencies, and they don't trade one for one. There's an exchange rate between them. And we call that the discount rate. It's basically the return you could be earning on your money somewhere else. And the math for this? It's just as simple. To find the present value, we just take our original formula and flip it around. You take the future value you've been promised and divide it by 1 plus the discount rate raised to the power of time. We're just solving for today instead of tomorrow. Now, for a truly mind-blowing example of this in action, we have to look at history. When Benjamin Franklin passed away, he left a gift of about $1,000 to the city of Boston. But there was one huge condition. The money had to be invested and left completely untouched for 200 years. So just think about that for a second. $1,000. A good amount of money back then, sure, but not a giant fortune. And it was just left alone to do its thing, to compound, for 2 full centuries. What do you think that tiny seed grew into? $4.5 million. That's what Boston's share was worth when the trust finally paid out in 1990. I mean, that has to be one of the greatest real-world examples ever of the 2 most powerful forces in finance: a decent rate of return and a whole lot of time. So what's really cool here is that this one core idea, this one equation, it's like a financial Swiss Army knife. You can use it to solve all kinds of different financial puzzles you might run into. So let's just quickly recap the 4 parts of our equation. You've got the present value, the future value, the interest rate, and the amount of time. And the beautiful part is, if you know any 3 of these, you can always use a little bit of algebra to figure out the 4th one. All right, let's try one out. Let's say someone comes to you with an investment idea. You give them $100 today, and they guarantee they'll give you back $200 in 8 years. Is that a good deal? Well, to figure that out, you need to solve for the missing piece of the puzzle, R, the rate of return. So you have the present value, that's $100. You have the future value, $200. And you have the time, 8 years. When you plug all that into the formula and solve for the rate, it comes out to just over 9% per year. Now you have a clear number, and you can use that to compare this deal against any other investment opportunities out there. Okay, so this is the crucial part. This isn't just some abstract math problem. How can you actually use this powerful idea to make better decisions starting today without needing a calculator? Let me leave you with one of my absolute favorite financial tools. It's a brilliant little mental shortcut called the Rule of 72. It is a super fast and surprisingly accurate way to estimate how long it'll take for an investment to double in value. And the process, honestly, could not be simpler. You just take the number 72 and you divide it by whatever annual interest rate you think you can earn. So, for example, if you're getting a 10% return, it'll take about 7.2 years to double your money. If you're only getting a 6% return, it's going to take 12 years. It's an incredibly powerful way to quickly get a feel for the real difference between different growth rates. You know, once you truly understand the time value of money, you can't unsee it. A dollar you spend today isn't just a dollar anymore. It's the ghost of all the future dollars it could have become. This one idea explains the crushing cost of debt, and it explains the immense benefit of starting to save early. So now that you know that time literally is money, how are you going to choose to value yours?